Peterbot and Bugha came second place in the Week 1 FNCS Finals. Let's look at Game 3, which they won with 9 kills, and see how they take mid-game fights, take height, and much more that you'll have to wait till the end to see. Peterbot and Bugha land at North Slappy Shores and rotate out quickly with double hammers, so they are already set up to win this game. Bugha and Peterbot rotate quickly up to Krusty Crates and are able to isolate a solo because they know that teams that land here are often very split, which allows Peterbot and Bugha to close in on Nick with constant pressure from multiple angles, allowing them to close out this fight very quickly. Bugha and Peterbot are looking for a good spot now to set up for Surge, and they see this hill. The highest hill on the map is a good spot, but there's a problem. Macwood and Threats are already on it, but Bugha spots Macwood trying to farm up Brick at the bottom of this hill while Threats holds the hill from the top. Bugha and Peterbot make the perfect play by both sneaking up the hill onto Threats and forcing him off the hill so that Bugha and Peter can claim one of the best spots on the entire map. From here, the rest of their mid game is very easy with them pulling the third zone and hammering into the fourth zone where they position themselves 3 tiles off the ground to increase their line of sight for kills and future rotates. Bugha and Peter pull a max distance 5th zone and they wait until they are one of the last teams to hammer so that they can avoid the team shooting them in their backs. Bugha and Peter land on the low ground and immediately get jumped on by a scuffed Muro and Edgy. Bugha reacts to this by moving backwards away from Edgy and lets him get sprayed by the rest of the lobby, giving Bugha an easy kill onto Edgy. First moving reveals itself and Bugha and Peter see that it plays up a hill. Bugha and Peterbot hammer towards the front side of first moving, but they make sure they are in different boxes to make sure that one of them doesn't get hammered into the wrong direction from the other's hammer. For the rest of the first moving, Peter and Bugha play as if they were solos, just trying to hammer towards the front side of the first moving until they meet back up together once they get into the first moving zone. While on the end of the first moving, Peter scans at height and sees it's a duo and they're pretty well established, so he immediately changes his focus to the kills below it. When second moving plays max distance, Peterbot and Bugha immediately hammer towards the front side and start looking at height. The high ground team in this game also hammered toward the front side of second moving to stay ahead, but they were not connected by much. Knowing this information, Peter tries to chop out the height with his hammer at its one connection point, but he and the height team actually get chopped out at the exact same time. Regardless, the height team became very scuffed and Peter and Bugha were able to take it by having Peter hammer and claim the front side while Bugha staggers on the backside height until Peter properly connects himself. Bugha and Peter are now on height and make sure they are constantly connected in multiple places and they start to spray down on the rest of the lobby. Peter and Bugha know they don't have enough mats to win the game though, so Peter plays very aggressively onto some extra loot on the ground so he can have enough materials to win this game. This game comes down to a 2v2v2 and Bugha and Peter hold their floors so that when Accept hammers up, they are able to stay on height and quickly kill him. Hide and Seek had just died as well now, so Bugha and Peter are now in a 2v1v1 and are able to play together to force Cooper to die to Dubs, and Peter is able to create a perfect pinch by swinging right onto Dubs, allowing Bugha and Peter to win this game with 9 kills and set themselves up to come second in Week 1 FNCS Final. If you enjoyed watching this video, check out how Thomas and Malabuka won this game on screen.